Right. I'm in Greencastle, Indiana this time, Morgan. DePaul University, my home away from home, but had to bring you this from Idris Elba. I talked to him connected to the ServiceNow stuff. He's doing some ads for them, but really he's a creative, right? Actor, entrepreneur, musician. And primarily I wanted his take on how AI is affecting the creative process.
Artificial intelligence, from autofocus on your phone to predictive text, has always been there. It's always been a part of our lives. And as a creator, I suspect it can only enhance what you've got. I always like to say that it's artificial intelligence and actual intelligence. You can't use one without the other. So in my opinion, it's never going to take over the creative process. It's going to enhance it. But of course, yes, I see people are a little bit trepidatious about it. I think the pandemic definitely accelerated what's happening to us right now because we had to find innovative ways to connect and continue, okay? Human beings are like water, they'll just keep moving, and if it gets blocked, they'll find a crack. So this is what's happened, I think, and it's accelerated it. It does mean that, people can work and are connected from different parts of the world, and we're seeing that more and more. This productivity allows that connectivity to happen. But the truth is, you still need human beings behind it. Even whether I'm in a studio in London and the director's in LA, we're still connected by the technology. So I think it can be a multiplier. It's just very different from the way we used to do things,
Now, I mentioned the reason why I was talking to Elba is because of his work with ServiceNow. And a part of the reason why he's doing that, he's working to build an ecologically sustainable economy on an island off the coast of West Africa. And ServiceNow's CEO offered to help.
There's a beautiful island off the coast of Sierra Leone. Sierra Leone is probably known for adversity, some of the civil war, some of the blood diamonds, things that are negative. However, beautiful Sierra Leone, West Africa generally, is beautiful. So I wanted to get an opportunity to sort of demonstrate that. The government and I have been working on this beautiful island called Shebro to turn it into essentially an eco-city, take advantage of, the innovations that are happening around sustainable energy, around, people workforce, how we can connect people, giving jobs, tourism. It's this real beautiful sandbox opportunity. It's been a long time in the making.
And for context, your father's family's from there, right?
That's right. My mom and dad, my mom's from Ghana, my dad's from Sierra Leone. And I went to Sierra Leone for the first time in 2019, just before the pandemic. And it just really, I grew up on stories about my parents wanting to go back to Sierra Leone. So long story short, when you're trying to build an eco-city, there's nothing more important than how, you run it, how the connectivity works, everything from how people live on the island, to travel on the island, to get to the island. And that's where, ServiceNow and I really collaborated on thinking around that. What is the smartest way to do that? Implementing systems that could help. And technology is definitely a part of it. And, when we think about some of us, when we think about Africa, we're not necessarily putting the sort of techno ladder in the forefront of that window.
And finally, I spoke with Elba about the role of human creativity in business and the importance of diverse experiences and really training AI models.
When I'm thinking about how to inspire, the next set of creatives from Africa, for example, I have to really think about how do I get to them? At this day and age, going there is not exactly the option. I'm going to go through technology. Usually, I'm going to find ways to connect and tell the story of inspiration through technology. I think that young entrepreneurs, my wife and I have been really sort of advocates for agriculture, especially with this food security debate, and we're realizing that technology lives right at the heart of that crisis. Young farmers are using technology to, more advanced than some Western countries in a way to help them get around climate crisis and food crisis. So from a creative perspective, if I tell a story about a farmer who created a floating farm, the likelihood is that someone is going to try and emulate that. And before you know it, it becomes real. And what I'm trying to say is that with the adoption of technology, with the adoption of, processes like the one ServiceNow that I'm helping, to campaign, these things can be a reality. Okay. When we think about Wakanda and we think about the vision of Ryan Coogler and Marvel, it was beautiful to watch. But the truth is that why not? Why can't we have cities in the future like that? And that story in 100 years, people will look back at that and say, "Yo, actually, people were thinking about this, and it was in movies, but look at us now." And I think that process, I think we have to be intentional about it.